So I'm Officer Andrew Tilkens, working at DMPS, which is a security company. And what we do basically is we go around to different sites that we're contracted through, making sure that everything's normal, no damages, no criminal activity. Try to make sure no transients are on the property causing any disturbances. So it's entertaining for the most part. A lot of it's routine, but a lot of it I just like helping people. A lot of people have questions, concerns at sites that they always want to come up and talk to you. So I really love that, getting to actually help the public. I do love this job. I never really thought about security as like a job that would be fit for me. But after working here for I think roughly 3 months, I realized I do love this job and yeah, love the company so far. Residents will call us if they see any suspicious activity going on. Say there's a person wandering outside some apartments, he's just looking suspicious. We'll go try to dial that down before police have to be involved. A lot of police are out doing their jobs and can't really respond to calls in that case. So that's what we try to do. We try to get there first and just dial the situation down before they have to. Yeah, so right here, if you gently pull on these doors and they can open right away. I'm gonna document that, saying that the doors can open pretty easily out to the public. A lot of homeless people will come in here or transients and try to open these doors, which you can slide them through and they can get right into this building. So I'll go ahead and document that in my report after doing the whole property, just to let the managers know how I handle every situation. Calm, you got to be assertive, but you got to come off treating everyone with respect and dignity. So I will wake him up kindly and ask him to leave the property, and hopefully he complies. I love patrol, getting out and moving and actually really interacting with the public and everything like that. Hey there, miss. Hey there, sir. I hate to bother you, but I do gotta ask you guys to leave the property. We did get a call, but all good. Hey, take your time. There's no rush packing up, everything like that. Oh, you're good. Hey, best food joint. Yeah. I'll be right around the corner. I can't leave until you guys do, but take your time. Mm-hmm. So right there, you ask them to leave the property. You tell them they can take their time, and they complied. They're already packing up. You just got to be respectful to them, to everybody, and they'll listen. So then we just sit here and make sure they fully leave the property before leaving the situation. Then after they leave, you want to make sure, right here, you're gonna want to look at the area that they left from, make sure there's no pipes, anything like that. If there are, you can smash them, or you can pick them up and put them in our sharp containers that we have in our car. How you doing tonight, sir? You good? Sir, you okay? At the end of doing our property check, if they don't want to talk, I will make sure that he is off the property. You can't leave if they're on the property. You cannot leave until he is fully off. And if they don't want to talk, but they're not being aggressive, there's not a lot of options you can do other than trespass him. And then if he still doesn't want to leave, you can detain him for staying on the property. But you don't know what they're going to do. Ones like that don't talk, don't know what's going on through their head. So my favorite part of patrolling is getting those service calls and needing to help individuals. That's just what I love doing. I love helping people in need and trying to settle things for them. I feel like that's one of my best attributes, is being very personal to people. and just handling any situation. It's my favorite part. Hey sir, how's it going? Translator? English or no? Espanol? No. I got you. So I have dealt with that man before. He's here quite often. Dealt with him about 3 or 4 times. He's very respectful. He knows when he sees me, he has to get up and leave, but he always asks for a translator, which I know to bring out the translator because I do not speak Spanish. Very respectful, saying good evening, but we always got a call from property management asking if they could leave the scene or we will have to get PD out here. He's very respectful. I always give him time. He'll usually leave in about 5 minutes. He'll pack up his stuff, but I don't need to watch him as I've dealt with him before. All right, well, gracias. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we check back here. This is a big spot where people set up camp. We've had a couple bushfires out here. People like to stay there overnight. Tonight it is clear of people. Something I don't think people are aware of as a private security is that you are a first responder. I know a lot of people think cops and firefighters, EMTs are like the only first responders out there, but doing security, you learn that when someone has a call or anything, the first one they look to is going to be you to kind of handle the situation at any one of our sites. So I think that's a huge thing about responding and helping and serving the public, and you're looked at as a public figure. So clearly, as you can see, there's been some damage to the property. It looks like someone threw a rock, shattered the window, so we're gonna make sure to report that to the property management so that they can come by and fix it. Tonight, we haven't really had any service calls, which service calls kind of show and could show the public what we kind of do with just helping people and attending to their needs and what's going on in their area. No, we haven't really had that tonight. It's been a slow night. I guess everyone's being good civilized people tonight. So right here I got my mags for my firearm. I'm carrying a flashlight as well, right here. I got a set of handcuffs. I got my firearm, my handcuff key. I have a radio for dispatch who contacts us throughout the night, and a body cam for any footage of dealing any interactions with any people. That's about it.
What about the boots?
The boots, oh, these things? So through DMPS, which is the company we work for, some guards are armed, some guards just have tasers, and some are unarmed. It all depends on the experience level you have. I know me personally, coming from a military background as a combat MOS, I have the 4 years under my belt, which allows me to carry my weapon, my firearm, not a weapon. But if you don't have those certain backgrounds or those type of backgrounds like law enforcement, military, or other prior security, you might not have enough to carry a firearm. So you might be taser, you might get certified in carrying a taser, certified in having mace or pepper spray. Or some people just want to be unarmed and just be security, which that is totally fine. Got a call like a month ago about some yelling going on in this apartment complex. And it was just a man on a lawn chair on his 3rd floor, just yelling like crazy. And then PD also showed up. They also got called to this. And then when we all tried talking to him, he acted like he was sleeping. It's pretty great. So these are good examples of why you need to be diligent in your work and actually check the surrounding properties. Due to the fact this was not like this probably about 2 weeks ago, but then I come and do a full check and see how bars are pulled open. This allows people to come into these apartment complexes that are not wanted or not warranted, and they're able to sneak right in and do whatever they want to do in the apartment complex. So we really got to make sure and document these type of things so that they know what their property line looks like and that they can fix it. Well, thank you again for riding along with me. We're coming to the close of my shift. We had a non-eventful night. No one really needed our assistance, which is a good thing. Remember, that's positive, that nobody needs our help throughout the night, which means everyone's being peaceful and people are being good civilians. So thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe.